Thank you. May I now ask you please to stand for the national anthem. Please be seated. Distinguished guests and His Excellency Dr. Ahmed Belhoul, Minister of Education and Repton Parent, it's my pleasure to welcome you to Repton Dubai Class of 2023's graduation ceremony. To begin, the citation of the Holy Quran will be delivered by Abdullah Muhammad and translated into English by Aliasia Bouamin.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق خلق الإنسان من علق اقرأ وربك الأكرم الذي علم بالقلم علم الإنسان ما لم يعلم.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, the Compassionate, the Merciful. Read. In the name of your Lord who created man from a clinging clot. Read. And your Lord is the most generous. He who taught by the pen, taught man what he never knew.
Thank you to Eliezer and Abdullah. The class of 2023 are a group of remarkable young adults. I feel especially privileged to be hosting this evening as I began my Repton Senior School journey in 2016, just as they did. Can I please pause a moment and welcome our very special guest, who is arriving momentarily. Please be upstanding. Thank you. Please be seated. It is our absolute pleasure to welcome Your Highness Sheikh Ahmed bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Deputy Ruler of Dubai, to our occasion this evening. Thank you for your presence. So the class of 2023 are a group of remarkable young adults, and I feel privileged to be hosting this evening as I began my senior school journey with them back in 2016. I got to know some of our graduates in my Year 7 tutor group, and have also had the pleasure of teaching many of them English over the years. You have all arrived at this point along different academic pathways, from the diploma programme, the careers-related programme, A-level courses or BTEC. Each of you has developed essential skills and attributes for success. You are a diverse group of 73 young men and women from 25 different countries, and all with incredible gifts and unique talents. I want to thank you for sharing these qualities with us and for your significant and lasting positive impact upon our Repton community. You are all remarkable in your own unique ways and all have so much to offer the various destinations you have set your sights upon. You have grown into caring, open-minded and reflective global citizens, and I hope that your experience at Repton, where you have lived our values, has contributed to the fine character you all exemplify today. 10 of our graduates have been at Repton since nursery and for 15 years. And I'd like to offer my sincere congratulations to Sheikh Mohammed, Abdullah, Yashwa, Hamza and Tariq, along with Hind, Rafia, Noor, Beatrice and Priyanka. Many of you see Repton as home, and it's been our privilege to share your journey with us. Some of you are also members of our boarding community, who have also cared for and inspired younger members of Field and Fry House, leaving behind you a lasting legacy. Within the supportive environment, we have watched you flourish, not only physically and academically, but also emotionally and ethically. Throughout the final years of your formal schooling, you have faced many challenges, some of them completely unexpected and beyond your control. Nonetheless, it is through such challenges that you have become more resilient and your friendships have grown stronger. I am sure that the genuine friendships you have forged with each other will last a lifetime. To all of our parents and the wider Repton community, I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for your continued support. You must be incredibly proud. Emerson famously said, "What lies behind us and what lies before us are but small matters compared to what lies within us." As our graduating class of 2023 all embark upon incredibly bright futures, on behalf of all of your teachers, I want to remind you to remember to be brave, be bold, and always be your authentic self. Always remember that you're remarkable and that you have both the power and the capacity to make the world a better place. I would now like to welcome our head boy and our head girl, Pierre Touma and Aisha Alad, to make their address. Their speeches are a fitting testament to the spirit of our Year 13 students.
Good evening, distinguished guests, parents, teachers, and my fellow graduates. Thank you for joining us today as we celebrate this proud occasion that encompasses all of our achievements and success over these past years. Interestingly enough, it was roughly this time last year when I was sat in the back of the class of 2022's graduation ceremony, listening to the outgoing head students deliver their final speeches. And I said to myself, this time next year, I'll be up on that stage delivering a speech of my own. However, I found myself putting off this farewell speech, hesitant about saying goodbye. Goodbye to my friends, teachers, and Repton. I kept reassuring myself that there were still many inter-house events, mocks, and IB exams to get through first, and that the time to say goodbye was still a long way to go. Those months turned into weeks, which turned into days, and I now stand before you today, addressing you for the final time as head boy, but also as a Reptonian after 13 years. Which for me have gone by faster than I imagined. From being a small kid visiting Kidzania with Muhammad on a school trip in year 1, to now speaking in front of all of you today as head boy in our graduation. It has been a memorable journey and one that I'll forever cherish for the friendships and connections I have formed along the way. We have come far, class of 2023, some of us all the way from nursery, others from junior school, and some who joined us at the start of last year. We grew as a group, and at the end of the day, graduated as a group, each harboring individual aspirations and ambitions. The inside jokes, conversations, and laughs over the years will live long in our memory. This is a goodbye for the time being, as we all embark on our separate journeys. However, I am confident that some of our paths will cross in the near future, wherever we are in the world. Repton has been a place of study for all of us, but it has also turned into our home away from home due to the bond that we have developed as a group, but also because of the constant support and guidance from our teachers to ensure that we achieve our full potential. In years to come, no matter where in the world we may all be, we will reflect and reminisce about our schooling days and the fond experiences and memories that we have formed together. As we close one chapter in our lives and ready ourselves to begin another, I have a short message for you all. Trust in your abilities, be confident in yourselves, and seize the opportunities that come your way. We have left our mark on Repton's walls, and we now have the opportunity to influence and explore the world with our ambitions. We are fortunate enough to have been taught both academic lessons, which will prove vital in our academic pursuits, but also valuable life lessons, which too will shape our perspective of the world. I wish you all the very best of luck in your future studies, as I am hopeful and confident that success awaits us all. We are the architects of our own future, and I am very excited to see what we all do with our individual gifts and talents. To our cohort, the outgoing class of 2023, thank you for everything and good luck in your next chapter.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests and parents. It is with great pleasure and honor that I stand before you tonight as we gather to celebrate the graduating class of 2023. Tonight, as we stand here together, united in celebration, I am reminded of the profound saying, one will never know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory. And now, in this very moment, I feel the weight of those words. It is at this juncture that I am acutely aware of the profound impact our class will undoubtedly leave in the annals of history. This momentous occasion not only signifies the culmination of our journey at Repton, but also serves as a testament to our resilience and remarkable determination in the face of unprecedented challenges. Looking back, we have navigated uncharted territories, with our classrooms shifting from vibrant halls of learning to virtual platforms. The once familiar faces became mere pixels on a screen, yet we embraced the trials of online learning, overcoming technological glitches and a lack of physical human interactions, yet through all, we persevered. The adversities we encountered throughout our journey were not mere stumbling blocks, but rather transformative experiences that molded us into individuals of fortitude. We learned the value of adaptability, the art of self-discipline, and the importance of resilience. We confronted the trials of isolation and the pressure of managing time and distractions in an online environment. United as a class, we supported and uplifted one another, transcending barriers and reminding ourselves that education is not confined to physical spaces, but rather resides within the depths of our hearts and minds. Now, as we stand on the precipice of the future, we must acknowledge that the torch of responsibility has been passed on to us. Our generation wields the power to shape the destiny of our world, forging a path imbued with compassion, innovation, and progress. The future lies in our hands, and it is our duty to embrace it with unwavering courage and determination. As we embark on our respective journeys, let us remember that the world eagerly awaits our contributions. We must embrace challenges as opportunities for growth and progress. Let us strive to cultivate an inclusive society where diversity is celebrated and empathy becomes a bedrock of our interactions. In this rapidly changing world, where technology permeates every aspect of our lives, let us be the guardians of ethics and integrity, using our knowledge and skills to navigate the ethical dilemmas that lie ahead. Amidst the celebration of the remarkable achievements of the class of 2023, let us take a moment to extend our sincerest gratitude to the parents, teachers, and faculty members who have been unwavering pillars of support throughout our academic journeys. This unparalleled dedication, resolute belief in our abilities, and selfless guidance have propelled us forward, and for that, we owe them a debt of gratitude that can never be fully repaid. So, as we celebrate this occasion, let us engrave in our hearts the memories of this remarkable day and the invaluable lessons we have embraced. With absolute determination, we now embark on a journey towards a future where we shall leave an indelible imprint, illuminating the path for a brighter tomorrow and inspiring generations to come. Thank you.
Thank you so much to Pierre and Aisha. I would like to publicly thank Pierre and Aisha, as well as the deputy head students, Tartil and Yashua, for carrying out their demanding roles. They have done so with dedication, humour and enthusiasm. Thank you all. I'm now delighted to welcome to the stage Mrs. Tracy Crowder-Clow, Vice Principal and Head of Senior School, to join us.
Welcome, Your Highness, Your Excellency, distinguished guests, parents, and graduates. It is my absolute honour to stand here as we celebrate the Repton Dubai Class of 2023. As I look out at this incredible cohort of young adults, I am reminded of the extraordinary pride and joy that I feel for each and every one of you. The year we graduate from school is a momentous one, reflecting on the past events, memories made, but actually also with an eye on the future, looking forward to what is next. For some of you tonight, we have heard that you began your journey here at Repton. Others you joined later. Irrespective, your paths have joined. And tonight, we celebrate you all. Every graduating class has something that makes them a little bit different. And in your case, among other things, it was, of course, COVID. And that dreaded year that has been alluded to this evening of online learning and then moving into a very new way of working. Quieter corridors, restrictions. And I was privileged through that year to call you my bubble. You were the people who were in my bubble, and that allowed me to get to know each and every one of you in a very special way. Despite those challenges and the changes that happen frequently, you responded in an incredible way. And I feel when I look back that I learned what true resilience really does look like. I am absolutely certain that despite those challenges, it has shaped you to the incredibly resilient, forward-thinking, and resourceful young people that you are today. As you now look back on that time, I hope you feel a sense of pride and accomplishment for all you have achieved at your time in Repton. You have received a world-class education surrounded by a community of educators, parents, and peers who have supported and challenged you in equal measure. You have developed into the future leaders of this city, this country, and beyond. Your education so far has been a key part of who you are, what you have become. I encourage you to carry those lessons forward into the next chapter of your journey. Embody the value of ambition and the importance of dreaming big. You have been privileged to have lived your informative years in a city that has an innovative spirit, ambitious goals, and a clear focus on a very, very bright future. And as you begin that next chapter of your life, I urge you to seek out opportunity, embrace difference, be the change that you wish to see in the world. I challenge you to use your education, your ambition, and the talent that each and every one of you have to make a positive impact in all that you do moving forward. You absolutely are the future leaders of tomorrow, and I believe that within my heart. I have no doubt that you will make your mark on the world in ways that we cannot yet imagine. Saying goodbye is tough. It is bittersweet. You have grown together, shared experiences, created memories, and developed very strong bonds that will last a lifetime. And as you say goodbye, you're saying hello to new beginnings, embarking on a brand new journey of self-discovery, exploration, where the possibilities for you are quite endless. I do not stand here and pretend that the journey will be straightforward, that life is easy. It will not always be clear what path you will take. The road traveled is not always smooth, but there will be good times. And I encourage you to grow, to make friends, be kind, find your tribe, love them hard, and laugh. Find the joy in everything you do, and laugh and laugh and laugh. To our parents, I thank you for entrusting us with your children. Your love, your support, and your guidance have played an integral role in shaping their success, and I know you too are so very proud of them. I often explain to you when I first meet you that it's actually our job to prepare them to leave us. And some people look at me a little bit puzzled by that. The reality is that is my job. That is my colleague's role. To prepare them, the beginning, the middle, and the end, so that when they leave us, they are ready for the world that waits for them. And now to our amazing graduates. It is my sincere hope that we have prepared you well. And now the time has come to let you go. Thank you. However, before we do, I congratulate each and every one of you. You are the future. I have absolutely no doubt that you will go on to achieve great things. Dream big, work hard. Never forget the values that have shaped you into the young people that you are. So finally, to the Repton, Dubai class of 2023. You know what's coming next. You are courageous, open-minded, resilient, optimistic, and really quite extraordinary. You are Reptonians, and the world is yours to take. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Crowder-Clow. Words definitely from the heart. It is now with great pleasure that I welcome Mr. David Cook, Principal of Repton Dubai and Chief Education Officer for Excella, to the stage to share his address.
Your Royal Highness, Your Excellency, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, students of Repton. Thank you for joining us on this very happy and wonderful occasion as Year 13 students graduate and embark on the next stage of their journey. What a lovely speech from Mrs. Crowder, who is also a mother here. Her son, Finn, is also graduating tonight. So that is bittersweet. A brilliant job, Mrs. Crowder, leading that school, but also seeing Finn graduate. Tears are a lovely sign, actually, a sign of strength. Now, what a blessed relief for those of you at the back of the hall that for most students in the room, final exams have been completed, no more early morning registration, no more school reports, results day is still some way off, and thoughts can now turn to travel, to family, to friends, to holidays and adventure before getting on to the next serious part of life. Now, on a previous visit to the school, and in a conversation with our founder and chairman, Mr. Khalid Al-Mahari, the chairman remembered the first graduating cohort from Repton Dubai, and there were 8 of them. Fast forward 15 years, and that number this evening is 73. And I hope that Mr. Al-Mahari can take real satisfaction and pride in seeing what his foundation of the school led to. I think he began to think about founding a school when he was 28 years old, for those adults in the room. In seeing what his foundation of the school has led to, so brilliantly displayed in the graduating cohort this evening. So what parting comments can I possibly make which are better than Aisha's or Pierre's or Mrs. Crowder's? You'll be pleased to know I'm not going to be long up here. A quick internet search garnered some interesting perspectives. Here are 1 or 2 examples. Graduating is a life-changing experience, a formal end to school and a move into adulthood. And that's why it's both scary and exciting. Some comments were a bit more practical. Start saving for retirement now was one piece of advice. Excuse me. It's never too early. Now, my brother is a management accountant, and he would definitely support that piece of advice. That's not my advice this evening to the cohort at the back. Or how about this important piece of advice? Don't forget to call your mother every week once you've left home. And finally, thank you. And finally, from one commentator, please understand that not all adults know what they're doing. It's easy to assume that adults around you have got it all figured out, but that's often not the case. Now, on a personal note, perhaps 2 brief observations to conclude. And I know you take this to heart because you live out these. Now, first, don't underestimate the power of small things. Politeness, gratitude, courtesy, and good manners. I've always found that a person's character is more important than their CV. Try and get the small things right, because they're all in our control. And whether your life takes you wherever it takes you, how you treat others will always be important. And my final piece of advice? Well, Nelson Mandela once told a graduating cohort of students, just like us this evening, and he challenged them all to make a difference. Now, he spent 27 years in prison, And Nelson Mandela was entitled, if he wanted to fall into anger or bitterness. But he never gave in to those qualities. He remained dignified, and he said, make a difference. Now, this is what he said to some graduating students. What counts in life is not the mere fact that we have lived. It's what difference we've made in the lives of others who share our life with us. Now, how we treat others will ultimately determine the significance of the life we have lived. When I was a pupil at school at your age, we had a motto, which in summary is very similar to what Nelson Mandela said. And this motto was this: while there is time, let us do good. When you have the opportunity, do good to others. Ladies and gentlemen, what I've learned from this superb graduating cohort is that they are going to make a difference, and it is going to be a difference for the better. I know you will join me in wishing them every success and every happiness, and to their parents, in the months and years ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Cook. And I'd now like to introduce our honoured keynote speaker for this evening, His Excellency Dr. Ahmed Belhoul, Minister for Education, and welcome him to the stage to join me.
Your Highness, Sheikh Ahmed Mohammed bin Rashid, Second Deputy Ruler of Dubai, Class of 2023, parents and friends, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I think being the fifth speaker puts a lot of pressure on me to make this brief and hopefully relevant. But I stand here before you today, not as a leader, but someone who was once in your own shoes. Same mixed emotions of happiness, anticipation, and maybe even anxiety. The journey you're about to embark on is tremendously different from what I've been through. You're entering a world where technology is changing as we speak. Geopolitics are shifting globally. Market dynamics and economics are being redefined as we speak. But with change comes opportunity. And if I were to give you one piece of advice, I would say, embrace change. Change will happen, change is constant. For you to be successful, you have to be mentally prepared to reroute your path. If I ask anyone here in this room, nobody would have charted a path and laid out exactly as it is. Strength is not in remaining in that path and following it, but to be able to create your own path and leave a trail behind you. And I think as well for class of 2023, I'd like for you guys to take a brief moment to look around you and look at your friends. Some of you have been here for 13 and 15 years. You may not meet each other for a very long time, but trust me when you do, 2 decades from now, 3 decades from now, the conversation you will have are exactly as if you haven't departed for a day. And the reason I think is the kind of friendship that you develop as a young child are very genuine. You get to know that person for who they are. There is no filter, for the lack of a better word. If you like a person, you like them. If you don't, you don't, right? But once you go into the real life, people tend to portray a character, to embed themselves in their work culture, in their university, among different peers. And it takes you quite a bit of time to really reveal their genuine character through tough times or through specific occasions. So you will meet each other again and cherish these moments, because I'm 45 and I still don't meet my high school reunion every single year. Finally, teachers. Every person that I've asked to name a teacher that had an impact on their life, they were immediately able to mention their name. So my advice for you, before you leave, take the contact of that teacher. You don't want to be in a position like me, years later, thinking about that one teacher that really created a big impact for you and try to track them down. So Mr. Phantom, my history teacher, wherever you are, thank you. And if your Highness allow me to share a secret, His Highness and I share the same school, so it's a very nostalgic moment for myself. Class of 2023, today is your day. I see in you engineers, architects, artists. I also see in you ambassadors. Ambassadors of Repton, ambassadors of Dubai, and ambassadors of the UAE. Class of 2023, congratulations, Alf Mabruk.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency, for those wise and resonant words. Now on to our presentation that we've all been waiting for. So we're very privileged this evening to welcome our special guest, His Highness, to the stage. I'd like to also please invite Your Excellency Dr. Bell Hall and Mr. Cook for our presentation to the graduates. Thank you. Great pleasure and pride that I will now proceed to announce the graduating class of 2023. Elkan Abdurashidov. Yashua Abu Murad. Yassine Abul Naga. Yamin Ahmed. Rafia Al-Jalaf. Sheikh Mohammed Rashid bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. Basil Al-Tamimi. Hind Al-Fahim. Aisha Alad. Rashid Almana. Noor Al-Meheri. Abdullah Al-Shafa. Mansour Al-Zaruni. Beatrice Astridge. Alexander Avatisyan. Waleed Aweda. Bruno Barchak. Amanda Becklin. Mikhail Belusov. Clementine Blake. Sarah Buadi. Eliazia Buamim. Talal Chalan. Jay Chanrai. Yardan Chotia. Finn Crowder. Hania Dajani. Charles Dedecker. Zeren Demirshkilic. Layla Duali. Krishan Edwards. Oliver Edwards. Jana El Zahar. Hamza Batala. Oscar Fidder. Yazdan Gasavan. Jackie Gosson. Ali Heichel. Roland Kagarov. Noor Kamash. Arman Khan. Shazaman Khan. Edgar Karmanov. Nua Kuhail. Wenjun Lin. Maha Mahmood. Tanishq Majithia. Priyanka Mehta. David Murkachan. Tartil Mohammed. Abdullah Mohammed. Kushi Mulchandani. Javier Navarro T. Chloe Agulu. Maxim Popov. Sushant Reddy. Evgenia Rumyantseva. Uliana Rindia. Ada Salwan. Hajara Sander. Tariq Siddiqui. Saji Syed Hussaini. Shazal Sheikh. Huda Shezad. Abdullah Suhail. Arman Tadavosyan. Pierre Tuma. Fatma Ubasani. Obaid Ur-Rahman. Mohammed Ghazi Irani. Harry Williams. Vasily Zoravsky. And Amani Zimmerman. Well done. Can I please ask our parents to remain seated while our graduates assemble on the terrace for a photograph with our esteemed guests? It'll be a few moments, thank you. Thank you for your patience. The graduates will return shortly for a final parade and your applause before we commence the reception outside with some drinks and canapes. So just one moment, when they return, would you please be upstanding and applaud them one last time. And just for parents' information, their gift bags and things are here to collect as well at the end of the reception. So thank you so much. 1 minute, 30 seconds, I'm told. Thank you so much for your warm regards and applause for our graduates. That concludes the formal part of our evening, and it raises me to say a huge thank you to all of our guests, our distinguished guests, our parents, our staff, and by no means least, our 2023 graduates. Thank you so much for coming and have a wonderful evening. Thank you.
Repton.